Oh, look at that. I'm back online. Oh, you don't want me online, do you, Iffy? Oh, too bad for you. I cared what you think. Well, I wouldn't be here right now. 'Cause you would have had me die. Like, I witnessed my precious cat eat grass outside the RV on Island Sherbrook this past summer, and he was poisoned. And another cat walked up to me and he was choking Simba. And you wish he died, don't you? But he lived. And somehow he lived. I helped him through it, and he lived. Because he was choking on it, and the grass was sprayed with something. Someone sprayed poison to kill my cat. It was either Chris G or Chris G. He's the one doing all the orders for you, because he's the only one that doesn't understand. I'm a guy you can't fuck with, and you haven't been. So thank you. But you don't go over to anybody's house. And you don't break in like it's your place. You don't keep keys to it, or you just pick the lock, or whatever you're doing. You looking like a commie, not a pinko commie. That's what Valak used to be, probably. And he's now a Canadian citizen? No, he's not. Not legally. He told me he's here on a fake ID. He bragged and boasts. And he doesn't like me talking about it. Well, I don't give a fuck what he doesn't like. I don't listen to that guy. I never did. I got mad in front of him once, maybe twice. Twice I did. And he was scared. And he's scared of my temper. Because he's an older gentleman. And he can't defend himself against me. But he uses young men with guns. And nobody's taking the contract because they're going to try and do it silently. And they can't do that. That's how they've been hanging on to their power out here. And there's men that are they're around, and you guys can sense them, and they don't leave home anymore. Or he sold his house and he hangs out at home still. No one's seen him at all because he's got his precious wife going out and doing groceries. And these BC guys, that's their trick. They use their wife for grocery runs. They don't trust save on food delivery. It's perfectly safe. Always was, always will be. Unless you guys got involved with the food supply somehow. You guys are the evil in this fucking province, big time. Valdick and his buddies, his close buddies. He knows all the presidents. 'Cause he has a chapter of his own. He never told me that. He kept me around, kept me broke, kept me the idiot on fucking idiot patrol there. Well, I guess I was on idiot patrol because you guys are the idiots. You guys tried conning me. I got the long con in on you. All you presidents that are in with Valdick, they don't all like him, 'cause not all of them went to that meeting, or they learned something, they learned not to trust him. Because you guys must have had a meeting in the early '90s when he brought over his telekinetics, and, they were Soviet back then, and the Soviet Union is not 1990, Valak, but it might as well be. Don't look under your seat, because there's a bomb there, Valak. Oh, no bombs allowed, man. Some went his way, some went their own way. Some of these men rose to the top of their respected chapters. And right now, I don't respect any of the chapters, really. Because I don't like them much. But some of them haven't done me any wrong at all. It's only the cameras one that I've ever done any wrong to. And other men got involved through mainly the Surrey chapter. Because he's got the contract for the underworld in BC. No, he doesn't. It's BC help assholes. Is that what it stands for in the underworld? It's not a gate to the underworld. You men don't control the underworld. Don't you understand? I might as well be in an RV in New York State right now. Might as well be. And maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But that's would you guys do any of this stuff in New York State? No, you fucking wouldn't. So who drugged me all those times? I drugged myself, right? Oh, okay. So I've been I'm just a crazy mental health person, and I'm just been not. And you guys are all waiting for me to go to psych ward to tell you presidents, eh? The chapters of British Columbia, like you guys aren't watching. Some of them way up north, they probably didn't do me a goddamn thing wrong, and they have nothing to worry about with me. And some of them in some parts of the province, they haven't done me any wrong. And this boils down to just a chapter president of Surrey and the one of Kamloops. And he's somewhere in the States because he hasn't come back to this country probably since the 60s or 70s. And he probably wishes that I was on his side, but I ain't. So, and no amount of pretending is going to make it go your way. So, we can play pretend. I'll play pretend right now. I'm not a Canadian citizen. And the Boris KGB from Poker Stars. He was a player on Poker Stars. I played against him and all the Russians. I went after the Russians on there just because they're Russian. That's how I was trained by Grandpa Harold Hayden. He gave me my first 2. Well, I was somewhere for my first 2 years. He must have told me something about the Cold War. I was talking about it when he was young. 'Cause, I thought we were still playing Cold War. I found me a commie. That's valid. I found me a home invasion commie or a break and enter commie, and that's Chris G. And they're using them to do things that are highly, 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 highly illegal, Chris. Not just a little bit illegal. When you make yourself known that you just do anything you fucking want, wherever you want, however you want, because you're a certain kind of nomad, and people all in town are sick of you, and no one shot you yet, because I'm trying to get through to you that you're not well liked. Okay? But you're somebody's son, and they're using that to their advantage and trying to make him look weak in turn because that's what they're trying to do. And they're trying to make it so it seem like you guys don't have any connection because you don't. He yelled at you once for smoking crack, or he thought you were high on drugs, probably, is my estimation. And you got scared and you came back here. You told me the story, and I didn't think much of it then, but I remember it because you told me, and I'm Cody Hayden, and you're Chris G. You know that, okay? We've made a common, and you're scared of your father, and you know Mr. Daniel here, Dagnall. I call him Guy Dagnall. That's just how I always said it, and I never told many people that because I share my mother's last name, okay? And my dad spent a lot of time with Owen Thompson, just out at the ranch, helping out in the farms and all that, where he was trying to convince him to be a nomad. He probably never did want to. Or was Owen a Hell's Angel? He wasn't. He was just a good Canadian, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure he was just a good Canadian. He died a patriot. But he didn't die for nothing. And knowledge of this man named Owen doesn't make me knowledgeable. Who does it? No. All right, who did it? Well, someone's in jail for it, and I didn't didn't I didn't think it was him, to be honest. But I have no proof of anything because I can't have any proof of anything because I wasn't there and I didn't order the goddamn thing to happen. I was 19 at the time. I didn't have that kind of powers. I met the man once. We went and we hunted. I didn't sense that he was there to harm anybody. So I just maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm not. I don't know. I suspect that if someone did it and it wasn't him, well, he'd be pretty fucking furious about that. And I'm just well, maybe he can get or somebody was there, and I don't know the particulars of it, so I don't know. I'm just basically a self-taught lawyer at this point, and well, I don't know. I just suspect that it wasn't him. And I only brought one person up there, but it probably wasn't him without a doubt, because he wouldn't have done that. So it's the Surrey, President of Surrey thing. Well, I'm not sure he's listening. I'm not asking him what he thinks, because he didn't know. Hear the phone ringing? We got someone's noodle grinding. He says, anyway, it's supposed to be ran by Surrey, up in Cameron. Well, why isn't he here? Cameron's cheese are holding it down. We always have. And who's been on the front page of the news? The fish. Everybody knows the fish. Fish know everybody. And well, everybody knows of the fish. And I know a person from back in the day. I went out with him once. I remember he had somebody break up his place and steal from it, and there was an insurance scam for him. And I stuck up for him in the bar once. And he remembers this. It was a good time. So I had to stick up for him at the time he was running with me. He was like my girlfriend. Him and I were like my girlfriend and Jumbo's girlfriend. All he did was go like this and spend money. That's it. That's all they ever did. And they didn't do fuck all. I was the guy that broke them down and distributed. That was then. This is now. I'm not doing any breaking down and distributing. I'm selling week with you. That's it. So, Simba's around. Not for all. And see, I can run my business how I want now because it's my business. And before I ran it how I wanted to, anyways. And now, Surrey chapter president, he says I can't sell drugs, and they've been off on me since February. And this the presidents and They all want me shut down, or it's just him and Valdick and Iffy and Pat and these guys. Him, I seen him once, and he gave Clayton shit for nothing because they wanted to give me shit because they couldn't give me shit because they knew I wouldn't have listened. I would have told them to fuck right off, straight up. I would have. I sat right in the fucking bar and I had to look at all of them. Seemed like decent enough men, and one of them looked at me like he was proud of me for being who I was, and I just geezed, son, but Geese is somebody in his own right, but I was me, 19, and I was a narrative. That was a show of force for me, because I'm still the same man, and that hasn't changed one bit. And I know the power of the Hells Angels because I read Hells Angels at War when I was 13, and I studied the book. I'm not stupid, and these are some of the top. And he's not top of the chain of command. He doesn't make decisions, and it's still the man at the top. And you guys all got fucking crazed. Or was it just Chris G that got crazed? And he's the one that had my two girlfriends raped. And Chris, you raped one of them, Montana. You did. You were sleeping with her. She did that to send a message to me like I was for cheating on her, and she did it when I wasn't home. And she's a ruthless little cunt, that one, and she is. But there's a reason for it. And people that are high up the chain of command in BC, they know why, and they can understand why. And well, she's been around a long time, but she's only 25, 26, and she's all she knows is the fentanyl crisis. That's all she knows. And she doesn't know anything other than fentanyl crisis because somebody put it in her body without her permission, and it wasn't her fucking father. So I tracked him down to Cam, and that's who probably did it. She might know it. She might not have told anybody. She didn't tell me. So she isn't being strong on pimp by Cam, is she? Where's her fucking ID, Cam? You want Brett Hayden's friends to come up there and sort you out? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get your blocks from somewhere. You're an independent. He's got his own crew, does he? I'm pretty sure I loaded him through a guy named Jody first. So, so what? I loaded him first. So he's on Canadian territory. So higher taxation without representation coming. And I'm pretty sure that's how that one works. He's just a character there in the book, and it's fiction at its finest. And well, Cam is a far fewer. And did you know Brett Michaels' friends or Brett Hayden's friends? Uh, do you know who they are? You know some of them because some of them are still heavy in the game. And well, that means it's taxation time, representation without presentation. And well, did you pay your taxes to your local chapter president in person? Well, time to go catch a fucking flight, fella. First row, he's not allowed to the States. Oh, he's got a record. Someone paid for his mortgage when he was inside. Oh, okay. Interesting. Wonder how that worked. You're a forced prostitution. Excellent. You're just excellent at forced prostitution, and that's what you do. And what about Casey, huh? Yeah, you're tough with her, and you won't even speak on the fucking phone when she called to see if I hooked up with her before. Yeah, maybe I did, and she did it consensually. So what's the fuck is it to you, there, big fucking tough guy? I've never even met you. Pretty sure I loaded you first. And then you got popped with a half key. So you did your time. You want to go back? Maybe the CRA knows who you are. Maybe they do. You want a problem with them? Maybe they don't, and maybe they want a problem with you. I don't represent him. I'm just saying. Would it be funny if he got audited? Well, who paid the way? The girls off their back? How many men? How many young women and young men have died because of the fentanyl crisis? Cam, you don't give a fuck because you got a house up in Paul Lake. Even Paul Lake has his own barbershop now. I mean, this is how far gone the chapter president has gone. The man's a fucking crazy fucking forced prostitution legend. He's a legend in the forced prostitution business. And what a fucking legend he is. And the presidents of the rest of BC, they don't do nothing because somebody says he's fine. And who do you think it was that pimped out Montana in the beginning? Him. And he had the permission from where? Edmonton? Huh? And you live down the road from Cy, and that's your buddy? You guys are in good terms, eh? And you guys want to do what? Forcibly prostitute some more young girls? So there's good money in it, eh? Get them before the grass on the knoll does. Grass on the knoll play ball, eh, gentlemen? I don't fucking think so. What's happening here is Cameron's chapter is losing their ability to seduce young teenagers into fucking dope trade because they get them wired on drugs, young from one of their brothers, or leaves a bag around, or dad leaves some stuff out. He didn't give a fuck about daughter. Cares more about the money she's gonna bring in when they buy her, and then take their fucking ID from them. And this is a fucking disgrace to everything that is British Columbia. It's a disgrace. And you men are disgraceful who practice it. And they don't all practice it, but they lack the power to do something about it. They could do something. If they got smart and they wanted to do something, men could. They'd pay more attention to what's going on around them. Because there ain't nothing right about a developing country doing that. There's nothing right about a developed country doing that. That's shit that they got from some other place in the world, and they just do it here at home because there's money in it. And the presidents of the chapters of British Columbia, one thing they don't need is money. They're using it as some sort of fear factor to get off their fucking pinko commie dreams. They're not pinkos. Leave the pinko commies alone. That was Valdick. Valdic's a patch member. He is without a doubt. He never showed me the colors because he knew one thing. I wouldn't fucking talk to him if he showed me the colors. I wouldn't even go in the same fucking room. So they played me on that part. Oh, they got me good. They got me good. And there's lots of good ones around. And they probably don't wear their colors anywhere either because they're not allowed to in this province. And who do you think brought that in? Somebody that was close to a politician, or they forced them to do it, or they made a good idea, and it's a good idea, but it keeps them all hidden away, and it's hidden for a reason. Because some of them are good men, and some of them don't like this idea. They take Montana was in my life. She never had ID. She's not allowed to get ID because of Cam, and she's related to who? And it's fucking not right. And she never showed me any ID, and I never cheated on her once. And I never should have went to drop off some cocaine to Jaden because she was a customer on Montana. So I told you I was out working. Maybe I do more things at work than you know because you're 26 and you don't understand the fucking world as best as you do. Because you also tried doing what to me? You never knew I was in there. You couldn't get in the door. Oh, I guess I beat that fucking RV. Or until somebody had, somebody was that Jason R that had somebody sitting there 24 hours a day before someone finally got fed up and towed it away. That person was probably Montana's mother. She probably towed it away, and I'm proud of her for it. And she's the tenant there, and the place has been for sale. It's probably worth 30 million by now. For how popular that fucking place is. Jeez, and it probably isn't. I'm just kidding. It probably went for market, and you know who would know? Bri-Bri. Bri-Bri would know. It was a Royal LePage sign. It's not Royal to do, and it isn't. It's Royal LePage. So would you sell your part and let regular realtors do their fucking job, or be good landowners and have a great tenant in there, and again and push her to fucking evict me because that was your revenge, was it? Bri-Bri. Bri-Bri, go bye-bye. How about that? Go to a different city, go play these games in a big city. Oh, you do play big city games, eh? You got investment, do you? Oh, you know people that invest from the big city. Well, has a Chinaman invested in Bri-Bri lately? Probably not. Because you lose that market, Bri-Bri, because I'm standing with the men of Richmond and the men of the lower mainland against somebody who owns property in Hawaii and who's a Californian, who's a president of the Camas chapter. I ain't with them. Never fucking was. I'm with the men of Richmond and the good men of Richmond because there's a good president down there and he's not the same as this other Camas chapter president. He's out on his own because he's trying to do something here that's just, well, from my, research, just, and I'm not whistleblowing on anything that's too important. It's just organized crime. And how they're beloved to me, to certain men with the MAFIA. And they know how important my ma is to me. And well, you never know. And Ma is a wonderful woman, and she got nothing to worry about, nothing. She's like the pirate queen of the goddamn fucking world, and I'm like the land pirate they don't want to meet. and Valdic's the fucking land pirate that don't want to meet me because it's go time, and it's go time. I saw you throw a punch once. We pretended to. You weren't trained in that stuff as part of your cover. I know who you are. I studied the Cold War through books and movies. I know who you are, and I studied counter surveillance from just playing cops and robbers, and that's just how I play it. I don't try and rob the cops, no, but I'm not trying. I don't try and do any heists. I was the old man as a teenager, and they weren't sure what I was up to, and it's got them living in fear because I'm back now. Yeah, you guys want to steal my cat? Abduct my cat? Show of force. Show of force for the Kamloops chapter president, and a show of force for Sonny and his uncle. That one of them lives in town. He doesn't even know it. And well, it could be his uncle. Looked like him. He pretended to be Grandpa Wayne when he's checking his flowers. So he did do that. So I seen him do it with my own fucking eyes, and he pretended. And he happens to be a brown man. He's a man without a flag because he's not a Canadian. He's probably an illegal immigrant landed here with a fake passport. And what the fuck are you guys gonna do about it? Nothing. You can't find a shooter because you know why. Means one, you gotta come do it yourself. And if the old man smells you coming, well, I might smell him first, and he'll pass me a rifle if it's go time. And he doesn't pass me a rifle ever unless we're target shooting. He lets me shoot. That was once we went out in the bush. I can shoot. I learned up in PG. So, and I shot rifles off because I grew up in the woods, and shot off a 12 gauge shotgun once, one time only, and that's all I needed to know. Somebody who's Americanized to the very core. Americans are good people, but they're violent by nature. I used to read a quote once, and it said, Americans do have a violent side to them. Well, they had to, settle the settlers, and there was violent in this violent place at one time, and an American Indian is still American Indian, and there's the good people, and they're wonderful people. I'm sure. I don't know if I've met any of them. I know Buckles knows some of them. Buckles is a good man, and I know Buckles from just hanging out with him when I was first back from Kamloops, and I met him by the old Twin Rivers, and he was with his son, and he's a good man. I just know him from cannabis business stuff, and I did that for the majority of my, 20s, all my 20s. I took a yellow pill, and this is the kicker. I knew men were defecting on me, and they were defecting on me for Iffy and the president of the cannabis chapter. He's a man from the States. I won't even mention his last name anymore. I don't want to give him too much publicity. He probably thinks it's a good thing. And, well, rest is history. Drugging me and threatening me with guns was, once. Somebody that really didn't like Fred Hayden. And probably, I don't know, maybe he didn't mind him, maybe he was just testing me. But I had a loaded 9mm to my head. And I tried taking the keys from my uncle. And everybody's probably brainwashed to say that Chris did that. No, that happened to me. How did you get your yoke getting back? I did get it back, the American. Well, he was American, but it wasn't cool beans. And he never told anybody. He did tell somebody, the other guy that was there. Told one friend. And I told another. Well, he's there for student reasons. And you happen to have some weed. You know what the dope games are? You know what they've done in Cameron? They don't let me know where anybody who sells drugs there. They don't want another Brett Hayden. Oh, we need another Brett Hayden. There's one in the making somewhere. You guys want to control him out with. Like the Hitler Youth up here. And that's what they're trying to do, find another one of me. And they're not going to be another one of me. I was one of early millennia. There's a bonfire in Dallas. That was 2000. Royce Fox was there. And what's up? Man, Royce was good. Hopefully he's not in jail. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. The brothers ain't bothered by me. Brothers. Because this is blacks. It's African Americans, so. I'm a Canadian, so. You hear you're Canadian. If you hear land of the immigrant, you turn into a Canadian, basically. Although you still got to represent your country you came from. If you're here illegally, please leave, but don't leave too quickly. We might need you. And somebody don't need. If you're all here for crime, well, who are you doing crime for? Is it for Iffy, Pat, and Surrey chapter president? No, he's not. He's not into that. He's not in that circle. He does his own thing. That's Pat, Iffy, and Valdez. Those are the guys that are actually trying to overthrow government. They think they're government already. This is where the story gets real interesting. It's fiction at its finest. I don't know anybody's middle names or last names. I know of a dead bat. he's got a cancer of the bowel or cancer. He doesn't want to get a colonoscopy. He doesn't want anything up the pooper. Well, at that age, Pat, you're in this baby boomer. And hey, you don't want to get it up there? Well, hey, how else are you going to feel the bowel or the prostate? Prostate cancer is a very real thing. If you're just laying around home, you're not feeling very well. Your wonderful fiance or girlfriend there, she left you. Too bad for you, Pat. You should go out one day and not come back. Oh, well, that's the son of a bitch, isn't it? Oh, well. You know who gets a kick out of that? Me and Wilfred. And he knows one thing. You ain't gonna try him because Wilfred's the tough one, and he was your buddy once. And well, me and Wilfred get along just fine. You know who Wilfred is, and you know who his dad was. His dad was a. I know what his dad did for work, and there ain't nothing soft about that man's memory. And bad hands don't like him because he got in shit by him probably more than once, or just once, and he remembers that. And yeah, well, what Pat Haynes did as a kid is still, and the RV's gone on 9th and Sherbrooke, and it's gone, and good. It looks better there without it. 'Cause that thing was there for too fucking long. I could tell when I was looking at it, there was different things going on there. And Pat Haynes, he's the neo-Nazi that likes to use gas, eh? Like gas, and that you put in the what was that? The Monte Carlo had it in there, and well, I never got there's two little canisters in there. I don't know where they came from. 'Cause I don't know. I figured that car was they probably put it in there. They kept it in there for safekeeping because they wanted to scare me when the time came. Right? Oh, scared am I? Scared, scaredy pants. Yeah, right. You guys couldn't scare me if you tried. The old man's got long barrel rifles, and we're not expecting an invasion. So, and if he's out of men, he can try and bribe to do it. Because the best thing running international is them trying to pay him off. Because they just keep the money from the counter chapter. He's been doing that since 05, 06, I bet. Yeah, he's out. Yeah, he's out in the villa with, you know, oh, I don't know, close 30 on guard, I guess. And they're all paid well, and they know they can't defect on him because it's not part of the business. And they're not allowed to talk to people who watch this, so I don't know who that is. And, well, is he in the star business yet? Look at that. That's a sweetheart right there. That's a nice star, that one. That's got my name on it, literally. All right, I got a coordinate sheet. I don't know if that's truthful, but well, hey, to me it's good. An NGC 147. That puppy's all sewn up. Nothing you can do about that, Valder. And Belinsky. No Slinky. Means no power for Valder. He doesn't deserve it. Do you ever tell your mother you're a patchman? We're trying to overthrow the government, Valder? Yeah, get to your plan a little early. Yeah? He used to be a pinko commie. And pinko communist, and that's their history over there, and that's Soviet Union, and nothing good about him. And Valdik was trying to be a good man. He was just using me to steal my trade craft. I told him nothing. He got nothing from me. Nothing. I stole his trade craft. What do you know about that? That's shitty for him. Because Valdik, look, they're copies. I mean, I got two. Valdik, look. Valinsky, no Slinky. Valdik, I know what you're doing. You're stealing. You steal a lot. He's got some dark habits, that man, and he's not right. He hides them all. He got mad at me once for nothing. I just absorbed it and said, okay, fella. We were floor in his cabin, and I hope he thinks of me when he walks on that floor. Because David, you're going to have to pay for a new one. And that's just a opening of two papers. You're going to have to pay for a new floor because you're going to go there and rip it out as soon as you get the chance. Valinsky, no Slinky, no Slinky, no Slinky. He's him without power. And she's shored up. Oh, he's got some money off the old. You got some in the Caymans too, Linsky. Where do you keep the monies? But I offered him something on here once. 120 Canadian, and I'll shut up, or 100,000 USD, and I want him with a picture and all his crimes written down on a piece of paper. And he didn't see that then. Or he missed that one between the endless, trying to shut me down. And they're trying, but they haven't shut me down yet. So. Well, say the other day, keep the doctor away from me. I got a rotten tooth and I need it pulled. And Valinsky, you and your buddies are the reason why they're rotten. Because I didn't have time to brush my teeth. I didn't want to. Kept the girls away. And I had time to study. So what'd you do in the last fucking watch tennis? Like a rich kid? Because you didn't have to do any crimes. Nope, he didn't. He brought his trade craft here. He could have just been rich in the legal business and been a legal man. But no, he got into the big leagues there with his buddies because he was good at driving across the country, his own runner. He's too fucking cheap to bring anybody else, or he wanted to make secret trips because maybe his phone was tapped the whole time, and maybe it was, and maybe they know where you went, dog. Maybe your cover's blown. And maybe you are KGB, and it's not anymore. Oh yeah, but that boy's KGB. He's a poker player. That's just his name on, Imagine or on Poker Stars. They headquartered in Dublin now. They got sick of some people from BC trying to tell them to, fix the cards. Probably that's my guess. Somebody made a phone call out there and pushed their weight around. That's probably the BC patch. Must have been, man. Why would they move? Well, my guess. Probably was. I mean, just about everything that's going on in the world today might be part of. They might have a bigger role to play than you think, because iffy was doing something on recorded cameras, like what they put on data chips, and it's not stuck in people's vaginas, and that's how he did it. And he did something pretending to be my dad, Guy Daniel, and Chris Guy pretended to be me, and he was like a pretty good actor when he did his. And he just went to iffies and did it in the hidden room. Or they had a different location for that, and Chris doesn't want to give up his position. Well, then don't say anything to anybody, and you can't play. You can't play against me, fella. You get that, Chris, because you guys stole my dope line again, and that's the Surrey President chapter, or the President of Surrey chapter. You're not stealing my fucking dope line because it's not your turf. You're in Canada, aren't you? Your assets are. Yoink! Oops! Did I do that? Did I do that right? Still in your name. Have them. Have them in your name. And how many did you build up over the years? And you respected Ralph Barger, didn't you? No, he didn't. He defected with the rest of them. The chapter president. These guys all forget about the lessons the mob taught them 30 or 40 years ago. And they all forgot. He caught himself a beating and he narrowly made it out of a couple. Uncle Johnny's buddies, maybe. And he got them put in jail. And that's how he played it to guys his position. Well, he did one good thing. He took Keith for a ride. He did do that. So I annexed everything for you. And well, what's said is said, and what's done is done. So we won't worry about the other president of the chapter. And he didn't come around anymore. That's Chris somebody on the roof. Big going up on the roof. His position of power, looking out for me. He's got an elevated position, 350 kilometers inland. I'm upriver and I'm up on an elevated position there, Iffy. And you got the river view, and you can have it because it's yours, and you got to share. Because if he doesn't own everything, even though he thinks he's Imhotep, or he thinks he's King Tut. He never lived in Timbuktu. Okay, that's where King Tut came from. Timbuktu. You didn't know that, Iffy? Google it. My dad isn't responsible for me. I'm above 18, and I'm a grown man. You see how that works? You wouldn't dare be watching. Why would you? Nobody watches the chapter of this house. Oh, come on. You got this down. What's that? I can hear that. You got moving over the door. Oh, I go. Let's wait inside. I gotta go look. And if he wants my family dead, he wants me dead. He wants this and that. He's not gonna get it. Well, it's a Mario situation. They kill me, hell will break loose for them. And you guys will be fucked. You guys will be proper fucked then. Okay, quiet revolt, I would say, against the particular president. Might be a bit more than quiet. So I don't know. They're not. That's my hair. Just everything when I go. You don't need it. I don't plan on going before him, no. He can outlive me. I don't think so. He knows that. He might live to be 25, 30. He could. 25 maybe. Not impossible. He's going on 4. And December 1st, so his birthday was. Probably a little earlier than that, but I can't remember exactly where I got him. And a friend of ours doesn't know what date exactly, but it's where I got it. And randomly off the internet. That's when we first met. And I randomly got another cat off him. Was when we met again, second. And he does his own thing there, and I do my own thing. No reason we can't be friends. Jesus Christ. Not my business. My business clearly isn't always your business. And there's Valdek in the middle. Valdek's the commie that likes to put things on bills, and it wasn't you, I know. That's Valdek's game. And Valdek has lost the plot. Literally. He thinks the pingo commie is him. He thinks the Soviet Union's going to fall, or he's medicated now. Well, he's medicated himself, so now he's back to being Valdek. He doesn't want me talking about him. Well, Waldek, why don't you go fuck yourself? Because you tried to ruin me, and I'm still in business. So I'm a guy that can buy around now, and I am. Chrissy Hayden doesn't know a fucking thing about anything. She's negotiating for Buddy that owns property in Hawaii through California. You better get a better negotiator. Do as you please, there, fella. She must know more about your business than you do. We were enjoying just sitting around there being rich. And you heard about me, or you've been spying on me daily for the last 20 fucking years through your phones. Not your phones, my phones. I pay for them, they're mine. Money in my pockets, my money. Because it's sitting on the table over there doesn't mean it's not mine. Currency floating around Kamloops isn't yours. Oh, so you think, he probably thinks this, because he sold some vehicles here in the 60s. He thinks, because he owns a dealership, he thinks all the money and all the proceeds of it are all his. So he thinks Kamloops, Kelowna, and Vernon are his. They ain't. They ain't even close. You have what is yours, and we have what is ours. And we have us here, which is different people, and have different things. And this isn't a communist fucking haven for communist Val, or Soviet Val, or a fucking commie home invasion Val, or home invasion, or a break and enter Val. They have Chris running around, doing their bidding, walking around in people's houses like it's no fucking problem. Like it doesn't even matter. Like it isn't even against the law. Because it doesn't matter if you're nomad or not, Chris. You're not allowed to fucking do that. This is a real world. You don't do that to people. What you're doing is a form of fucking communism. And it's treacherous to all fucking, everybody in the fucking world it is. You're the only one that thinks it's okay. And you're fucking stupid because of a head injury. So stop fucking doing it. And if you do it at Kim Steves again, you'll get fucking hurt. Big time. Like you don't want to get hurt like that, like life in fucking jail, you fucking retard. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So stop fucking doing it. And I'm fine. He isn't. He's got a head injury. And he's fucking scamming disability from a different one, head injury where you didn't fall and hit your head and somebody got him into that because he tricked him. The owner of a business, somebody he just tricked because he's clever, but he's fucking stupid because he got a little bit from me in his teenage years and he went off to be Iffy's #1. And they plan on leaving everything to him. And he's the brainchild for Iffy because he had empty nest syndrome and he brought in Chrissy Hayden and Chris Gregoire into his life. Clifford Coughlin did. This is what I'm gathering. And he brought him in privately and secretly to fill his empty nest syndrome. And his real children are off, or the stepchildren are off, doing their own thing, and they don't know about this. But those two may be in love, Chrissy and Chris, but they ain't me. I'm Cody Hayden. Chris Gregoire, your father's a CIF man. Have some fucking respect for human people, you fucking retard. And your fucking stepfather, what didn't raise you like that? He may not have been around very much because he's busy working. 2 jobs maybe, Chris. You fucking retard. Fuck you. You've been empowered by people that know you're fucking easy to manipulate. And that's Ifford. No, C. He is capital fucking C. He does the international things. He's got his people that do fucking murder. I don't. Are you okay? You fuck. Yeah, the wrong one, my ass. Where do you get all your money, huh? You're American. So what? That doesn't make you above the fucking law. That's what you told Chris to tell me, does it? When I first had my first fall there. Yellow pill, I took it. And I knew if I lived, I'd be here for a reason. I did a 360 on the Trans Canada Highway. I'm here for a fucking reason. I was going 100 kilometers an hour in the outside lane, going right. So you could figure that out. And I went inside with the fucking turn. I went inside this way. And I turned inside and I was looking straight at that semi and I fucking caught the curb and I was fine. So fuck you, Clifford. You fuck. Oh, Clifford, Ford. None of your guys' business. They're both proud of it. Or maybe someone's dad named him after that because he was proud of something Henry Ford created, who's a proud, proud man. And there's one X account where I left a quote there. I can't remember the X account now, but that was for me. And there's probably a few X accounts. Maybe that's the only one with Henry Ford's quote on there. But I left that. I mean, they should be proud, that family, for what he did, and I know they are. These two are just daft, these two. And then you added Chris in there because they wanted to try and figure out who I was. So they just brought him in. That's my guess. And they got to learn about him all right. And they manipulated him and used him the whole fucking time. And Guy's under threat of death always with Clifford because that's how he operates. He's an American who's lost his fucking touch on reality. And he hasn't seen him since he was a kid. And that's before or after Johnny Daniel beat the fuck out of Ifford and Pat. And they all get their lumps from him, and that's why they wanted him dead. And that's my guess. Well, whatever. That's not my business. I wasn't even born yet, so do that for them. I got the internet content creation, and Chris doesn't understand what he's doing is wrong because they're ordering you to, Chris. I understand that, so tell him to fuck off, grow a backbone. Because no one's gonna kill you because of your father. You like doing that stuff, or you're sick in the fucking head. You don't do it at Kim's, Chris. You don't do it at fucking Kim's. You reported on something that nobody else knows, you fucking retard, because you're going in there without permission, because you found a key or you can pick locks now, or you got one of those fancy fucking tools. One of the two, or you got a key and you went in there when she was sleeping one night and made a fucking copy. You did something you're not supposed to. I was the one who ran the Anarchist Cookbook back in the day against the Hells Angels and the Nomads, you fucking moron. Have some fucking backbone and quit on them. They can't do nothing to you. Because your father, your real father, not Guy. That's my dad. So get your fucking stupid fucking hands away from him, Ifford. You fucking mutt. Your dad was probably a legend. You're just a fucking no good shame. That's all you are. Fucking allowing him to do something like that on this country's soil. You're trying to get this little communist fucking thing going. And it ain't fucking happening. Not now, not ever. It works for the Chinese, and that's awesome for them. Different country, more people. That's Beijing's business, and I don't get into it. Ifford here probably thinks he owns the fucking whole province. He thinks he's so fucking above the law. He doesn't own shit. He'll own a fucking shitbag here soon if he's not fucking careful. The old men don't want it, so they're not gonna have it. You fuck baby boomers trying to take over the fucking world because they got .com money. That's all it is. And that's my guess. And they think they're so fucking high and mighty. Because they've had me poisoned several fucking times, and I lived through that. They can't fucking believe the first one I lived through because that was supposed to kill me. And nah. I stood my ground against a cougar, and I stood my ground against a fucking bear just a few days ago. There's 4, and then plus the several from fucking poisoning. There's 11 lives. You do math, Ifford? Hey, does he do math? Probably fucking not. Yeah, his son would know he's a powerful man, and you got to deal with him. And fuck that guy, man. He's a fucking evil, vile son of a bitch. He's American, so he just says, kill off all Canadians. Fuck, why not? We don't need any. And with the fentanyl crisis that he engineered with Son Neil's uncle, and that's who stole my cat, and that's the one place I called a random ad, and then it was a random place, and I've dropped my cat down. She went right to the bathroom and went right to the pheromones. And Simba stayed right beside me. It was the weirdest thing. They wanted to make sure I wasn't abducted. I couldn't find her. There's a puddle when I walked in the door, and I seen a fan that said "blow me," a cheap fucking fan I didn't want, and it was there. It was a heater, whatever. It said "blow me" right as soon as I got there after I rented the place. And I said, "Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's a couple of young guys thinking they're better than me." And then where are they standing now? Senio, Steve Stack, and Adamson Savage. Have they been disciplined yet by Val? Not a fucking chance. It's his precious son, and he's a Soviet. And in the Soviet Union, the Sons got away with everything, anything they wanted. The whole reason the fucking thing failed. And that's why the Death Head has no fucking respect internationally in BC right now. Or ever again, probably. Because you guys are letting your sons do anything you fucking want. They want. And I'm the one son from a nomad, potentially, because I never seen them in the fucking vest. They only put those on when they kill angels. No, they don't kill any angels. Angels are from the Bible. They kill hell's angels. Not one of them came from the fucking Bible. One thing you won't find next to each other is hell or angel in the Bible. It doesn't fucking exist. So Ralph Barger created something to prevent the Soviets from taking over. And then the Soviets are long gone. They ended in 91. Nobody needs to worry about them anymore. You need to worry about Valdick and his form of commie. And that's got nothing to do with China. Nothing at all. He used to think that, I'm sure. I fucking hate him. I talked to him on the phone the other day for about a minute. He wanted to tell me he's buying a new property. Well, it must be nice for you, eh, Valdick? Must be nice, eh? Yeah, you got money, eh? We'll see how that money does you when you're fucking sitting in the can and your wife's got to manage it. Got to manage it. See, I got a bit of a stutter because that shows brain function and I talk fast because sometimes it stutters and it doesn't matter because I am not an it. I'm a me. And fuck you, Valdick, you fat fucking trollop. You fuck. Fuck, I don't got anything against overweight people or anything like that. But he's a man that could have a nip and tuck. So why don't you call your puppet master there, Jason R. the fish or the salmon arm? They all keep in touch with encrypted messages, and they all think they're fucking powerful. And then the dot-com bubble happened, and then the pop, and then the fucking internet era happened. And now these guys are all fucking fresh out of fucking luck because I fucking hate them. And I got a popular show. It says 0 here for me. When the queen was alive, it went 0 to 1. 0 to 1. And she went in and she must have had time. She did some calling around for me, so I got away with a couple things. And, well, I got a couple videos that are timeless classics. If you look at it, they're not just pissed off at the wife and pissed off at these Hells Angels. So what they're doing is absolutely ridiculous. How much money do they think they have? Not that much. In the grand scheme of things, more than me. Well, of course. Yoink, annexed. And it's still yours, so keep it. Make sure you tell the cops where you put it all after they fucking bat you in the fucking head with a baton. They're so probably pissed off at you guys for however you're cheating. Whoever you're treating wrong. I get the feeling you were. No one's told me. I don't get any insider information from anywhere. So I talk 24/7 because nobody's giving me information. Nope. And with Valdick Takami, would he like to say that he's the one giving me information? Does it get him out of trouble? No, he's not the one and want to give me anything. I worked him from the inside. I'm happy about it. Because I had to get to know that fucking motherfucker. And he's no good. He's just no good. He tried to play me, and he got played. Because Valdick, I'm still in business, and you aren't. And that's the bottom line, Valdick. Or you won't be soon. Because Valdick, you aren't in business. Soon you'll be out of business. And the presidents are going to stand resolutely beside him. Kamloops. Doesn't matter what Iffy thinks. He's not winning this. He's not. Because I'm still making sales. I'm doing good. Everything's just peachy. Perfect. There's brave men, and they're doing their business. And he doesn't want anybody dealing with me because he's a tyrant. He's literally a tyrant. And him and Buddy from the Cameras chapter they're being pushed aside. And I'm not joining the Hells Angels. No, they're just getting pushed aside. And they are because they're useless. Literally, they were rich and sitting around doing nothing. Then they see my writing and they said, "Oh, we can make the money off of him." And they're just idiots. They happen to be American. Not all Americans are idiots. Not at all. These two are fucking stupid. They're stupid from killing and raping. One has a problem with it, the other doesn't, I bet. Because rape's a good way to get the message into people. Wants me to sit down. Yeah, okay. There's never a day where I work for Clifford Coughlin. Never once. He's iffy. I know he is. Are you okay? And no, I'm not going to sit down if anybody was to ask. Because I don't do what he wants ever. People are scared of him. Because, for a straight wire, he's going to be detained soon. So he fucking needs to be. He knows who he is. He's doing something called home invasion communism and breaking into communism. He does it whatever he wants to do. Because he's a nomad now, this is his way of doing business, not mine. When he thinks he runs shit, he don't run a fucking thing. He'll run himself right into a jailhouse. He's telling me he won't do a fucking thing about it. He's caught. Red fucking handed. I know exactly what you're up to, Chris. I know who you are from when I was raised over. You can't fucking kill me to get out of it, you stupid fuck. You've been trying to trick me, fuck me, with your stupid little mind games that Dolly cut them off. And they're caught. Wait until that old English I'll get you from over the channel. Oh, not the channel, we're not in France. Over the Atlantic. The pond, eh, brother? Old English law. I'm just waiting for them to dust off an old law book. And you guys are using this shit. I don't use it. And they're all fucked. The president chapters, or chapter president DC. Their pot fucks is so bad. My cat's so ashamed of me for not running that man off the road. Sure. The wildlife up there is just, easy. I'm ready to load, don't worry. Maybe buy someone else's phone. Pay $400 a month. And you can do that. I'm gonna buy around that. It's an important part of the day. Because he thinks he knows what I'm getting. He thinks he knows this and that. He thinks he knows this and that. You're cracking up under the pressure. Why are you a homosexual? You shouldn't be. Nobody made you that way, Chris. You don't have to be. Well, how about you take some time off from sex, though, pal? I was addicted to this stuff. If you like it. I got around my system with my hand when I was a kid. At the age of 12, 13 on the internet. I don't really need this stuff all that much. I get a little bit over-aggressive. I could use an old Roman trick where they must have, in my opinion, I don't know for sure, but they probably went without nothing because they kept, they wanted to fight more and they liked fighting better. And they got sick of them and they shut them down. And well, the Roman Republic failed. And and well, Italy's still here, and the boot's still here, and that's must have been something down to problem because the boot is sister. That's what the way pattern line I think after he finished his conquest of or his warfare up his times and fought him well. And one day he's gonna find one of his ideas probably was to get on charge of this thing. And well, I'm happy to be really simple. Because I always my cat's down. I love him. They put my in the stomach and the big cat. He's a good kid. So he had the hardest thing. He's gone over it. He's really great. I can't tell him anything. Yeah, really strategic blunder by the president of the housing stuff. They could have bought me off and made me rich with regular, but they decided to poison me, keep me stupid and broke. My one ultimate weapon was the internet, and they lost their favorite battle, and they lost their favorite. So you might step down, put in someone more, uh, you know, more up to the times to just let me be. And I'm not gonna come after your fucking territory. There's something to go around. You guys don't own it. You don't own it. You don't own it completely, Thomas. You never fucking did. And you guys played pretend. And I wasn't pretending. So, like that. Doesn't really matter if you use the dog attacks and fear tactics. Because the cameras people aren't going that route anyways. And I've got richer, more powerful friends than they got. So they can do what they want with Chris, and he can get tired of doing it, and he can not want to do it. But you're in their chain of command, Chris. Their chain of command. You ain't up the chain of command yet. To who? None of your fucking business. Who I call? Because now they can call my phone. They call my phone. Was it this phone? No. Is it this phone? No. Where's my phone? Oh, here it is. They found that I'm They probably got it out of the fucking storage of the London drugs. Two of the young men hired there. They were very eager to see what phone I bought, and they're just there, probably temporary work. And they wanted to know my phone, which phone, and the IMEI is probably in the computer's database when they scan them in, or it's not just on the box, just on the phone, only on the phone of this one. Well, somehow the county sheriff ascertained it, so they're spying on this phone again. I can tell. I just know. I know when they are because I have a good eye for internet surveillance. A book I'm gonna write. Make more money than the president chapter is worth in one fucking shebang. The fuck are you gonna do about it? You pretend like you care. You don't give a fuck. You want me completely dead. And you're drunk again. And so are your men. Some are sobered up. Others don't. You're the losing territory. Or you're gaining some. Well, you're none of my fucking business. And Billy ain't taking my fucking line because he rolled up on me. Didn't even ask me if I needed a fucking hand jump in my car. He can go fuck himself. Oh, he's heated. He was strapped. Oh, when isn't he driving without a strap? He's got enemies in the hood. He should have a fucking strap. Do you remember Jumbo? What happened to him? Wasn't you guys? Wasn't the Hells Angels. I know that just from hearing about it. You guys would like to say it was him, or was you guys? It wasn't you guys. It wasn't me. So I don't know who it was, but it wasn't the fucking Hells Angels. I'll tell you that. You trying to get cute, maybe, and trying to come up here and fucking rob me? Maybe he was. Maybe he's going up there to rob Jesse. Maybe he's going to one of those places and he was getting cute. Maybe he was. It's not my fucking business to know. They should remember Jumbo. They should. It's a good lesson to the Surrey chapter because he's not one of theirs. He was one of theirs, yeah. And that was after Bob went. So what do you guys think? You guys silenced Bob. Someone did. So I don't know who. So I know he's a guy that maybe knew Dougie Scholes, and maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't have something in mind, but maybe someone said that couldn't be forgotten. I don't know. I wasn't there. But he's a guy that probably looked out for me and my mother somehow. So I did that one thing for George Colligan. George Colligan's gone now, so that one thing could be talked about. I stole a phone from Trish. Is he still? She's a 40-something-year-old. Is she still working with Junior? Or is it no? Sorry, not Junior. That's a different person. Not David Junior. A different person completely. I meant the fish. You know, Junior out there. Fish. Not. They're two different people. I mixed up my words, and somebody's finally watching. Is he? Yeah, I've only got 600 fucking videos on YouTube on my other account. I mean, they got hundreds of videos, and they finally caught on. I mean, some of these guys just, and you're with Clifford. That's your generation. Well, you might want to not be with Clifford because he's not going to pay your bills, and he's probably looking at a major heat here for the remaining future of his life. And boo, boo fucking who? He's the main mastermind behind the killing that was going to do the BC overthrowing. And Valdix is prized fucking KGB that taught him all something telekinetics when they were younger. And you probably never did it with him. Because the fish is the fish. Fishy, 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 fishy. That's Chris's good friend from high school. I would have never guessed. Well, they met at a party once. Oh, the 40-something-year-olds are so fucking smart. And Jason Harris wanted me dead since fucking I worked amongst them. He went like this. He was me and Jumbo. I looked up to Jumbo. I did. Jumbo was a guy I looked up to. He was in the city holding it down. He bought the kegs, and we did the drinking up here. No, I did the distributing completely, without any help from. When I introduced me from one person came out of Williams Lake. That was it. I found the people. I made it happen. And my first crack shack, that motherfucker worked for me. Doesn't matter if he was a patch member or whatever. He believes in government overthrow. He's a rapist. You guys put him in the back burner, and you just keep him out of jail now. He said he had a court. He said he had a court date. So what is he at? I'm going hunting. Got my knife here. I'm gonna go track me a fucking bull moose. Is there any left? Did you guys leave any in this part of the world? I've never seen a moose once around here. Not once. Not one fucking moose around here. Did you guys kill them all off? White man got all them? I've never seen a black man or an Asian man or any fucking kind of man hunt out here. Never. Only white guys. They've killed them all off. The calves, the fucking babies, and the fucking bull moose. There might be one left in this whole fucking area. They kill everything. It's a massive fucking country. They kill everything that fucking moves. Because that's all they do. That's all they know how to kill. That's what the death head taught them. One thing reason I was never fucking part of Ralph Barger's operation because I knew when I read the book. They're all fucking insane. They're white guys fighting over white man's power. That's all they do. They fight over white man's power. And good, let them. Fuck them. Guys are shaping up to have a war with each other. And you guys need to because of the bad blood you guys have for each other. So get to her. Don't let Ralph Barger tell you. Fuck. That was kind of neat. What is that? Interesting. Oh, wow. I don't know. Cool, right? Wow. Camera trick. Well, hey, fuck him. Everybody looks like him. And that's from somebody caught on to that. And he wants to be a good man. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. Well, you're part of the chain of command. You signed up for it. I ain't going nowhere. So they tried killing me more times than the plague. And that only struck twice. Valdic was in paradise when that struck. Interesting. Interesting coincidence, Valdic. What else do you know, huh? Coincidence or not, huh? Huh? Huh, Valdic? Bigger player than I thought? Huh? Yeah, and what the fuck are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Cause we'll fucking shoot you come out here. You never came to this house, you went to the mailbox, that's it. Dropping off what? 1 ounce at a time. Thought you were a big player playing me, snorting it all. Hey Valdic, I snorted pre-soak and it felt good. It was nice and fucking nice and contaminated. Sweated out my pores into the bill. Yeah, it hurt like a son of a bitch. I got a high pain tolerance, and he can just fucking grit his trucking teeth. He is the enemy. And there's no doubt about it. He is the enemy of the state. I found me a commie, and I did. And not all the they're not trying to get rid of all the Hells Angels in the world. They're not. They still represent America. So would you guys do a better job? Be better. No human trafficking. No slave trade. Jesus Christ. Well, tell them not to do it. Fucking shoot them for it. You guys are Americans. You like killing. Well, just don't start a fucking world war. Jesus Christ. See, it was ringing last year when the fix was in for them. Oh, it's going to take a little time. Fix will leave. One of these presidents turns up floating in a river with a sleeping bag. Maybe that'll change their mind. Well, hey. He went fishing. He brought a sleeping bag. Fell off the boat. I mean, that's what happens. Happened before. You guys are the ones with your nuts on the table, man, not me. So, all those lights are probably for all the presidents. Probably what it was. That makes sense. Wouldn't be for the just cameras guys, man. Cameras guys, they know the presidents. Not all of them, but we'll get the message. I'll stop talking about it. Then, old news. I'll just go about my business. Old news, man. Old news. Probably kidding. You wouldn't even make the paper right now. Depends which one. People don't check the paper anymore. That's what they're pulling for. People don't watch the news. Young people don't watch the news. That works out for me, but not for people who do news. Because a lot of people do watch the news. Still, a lot of students. I got news on that. I try and get bi uh, a bipartisan or a bipolar opinion. I have a bipolar opinion, and I'm bipolar. I agree with that one. Drug induced, though. Well, I don't blame Dr. Dag. He wasn't there. D-Dag, that's my dad, and they're not related. So maybe that doctor wasn't called Mr. Dag. Maybe it's a rare coincidence. I don't know. Maybe that BC Patch is losing their steam. Maybe the full-fledged Hells Angels are picking up that I'm throwing down. And I can do my fighting from here, man. But war on the horizon. And it's in BC. And the American Hells Angels, they got here and they won't sit down with these guys. And they won't pick up their fucking phones. It's a matter of time until they show up. And they won't do nothing to the Americans because they know these guys aren't soft like that. They're hard like that. They're not. They're not hardened because like America in the inner cities and big cities, a lot more violent. So these men show up and ask for sit downs, they won't say no. And they're here. I can sense them. And they want to talk to them, not me. So when they don't want to talk, well, you know what happens when you don't talk. See, in America, they believe in something called the chain of command. And they've done their time down there, and some are still doing it. And these are the Hells Angels. And these are men that are doing life. Those are the Hells Angels. Ralph Barzer was a Hells Angel. And I'm just a fucking archangel at best. And that was just a light trick. Because I must have spit at the fucking screen or something. I don't know. But who knows? Can't all be experienced. I just don't think about it. Strange things happen to me. I move on. I'm not connected. I always sleep like that. Uh-huh. I sleep like that. Connected. Never. Cook. Figure up right here, amen. Didn't think I had it in me. Speak on camera. I just keep with me all day. Hard man to kill. Too popular on the internet now. They can't kill me. No, it's not possible. It's very obvious, and you guys will all be shit canned by your own team friends, probably. You just probably sick of these guys are lying. It's not the chain of command that I have a problem with. Is the president's made all the choices for the last, 60 years? Some of them been climbing the ladder, and the ladder stopped. Steady hand, gentlemen. Steady fucking hand. Somebody will caught that video online. Others didn't. See, I put this on my Facebook in 2020. Some people pay attention that once in a while. They caught a bunch of videos of my life last year. It was a good time. I had a great time. It was my 20th year anniversary. I have another one of those. I got 2 more girlfriends in the same year. That was the first. We lived a good time. I'm still dating. There's just no relation. It has been since she stayed with my mom. Have fun, sweetheart. Okay? Be safe. Use a rubber. Okay? Jesus H. Christ. Mom might give you something. Have fun. Don't tell you, didn't tell you. Don't tell you. Me and your old man didn't tell you to do so. My old man didn't tell me. My mom told me to wear it safe. And that worked out well for me. No, doesn't bother me anymore. I'm hoping for business. And will I try and actually pick up some women? I'll just flirt with the ones online. It's more fun that way. Forget around to it. See, I'm worldwide known. The chocolate fudge that you know that I'm worldwide renowned before I went on the internet. In 2020, I was worldwide renowned. And I hit them with that. I've been pretty popular from the resistance against Los Angeles. It spread throughout. And if people know, they don't talk about it much. I figured I'd get the upper hand one way or another. Well, they were downhill from where shit's going now. That's their problem. And they can figure it out. 80 plus but paid their taxes. And they got nothing to worry about. Except for maybe one or two, maybe someone's counterpart from Hawaii. It's a story on the night. Queensman on the for the Queensman one. We switch over to this one now. Open my camera. I woke up somewhere else this morning. Does anybody know what that was? Nobody's supposed to know. Does that mean not make a fire? Hold on. The full room cooler. Not for the women type. This isn't cosplay. Okay? The women have to settle down. They settle. This is what we call candy. This is what people use for pornography. And there's not my open there for me. Like the BC corn cans are looking like someone in Surrey wanted to get away from it. They're just not wanting to start a war. Well, you men can't get out of it by saying I'm the reason why too. Because the Americans are at your doorstep. And they're in town. I've come across a couple of them. I didn't say anything. They're here. They found a way in. They got great Airbnb and they got rented a place or they bought a house or they're here legally. And they're all legal too, most of them. Some got across the border, some however they did. And they don't mean the police any harm. They're here to settle down the county's chapter and what they're doing. They want to know. They don't want to talk about. And I do free advertising. I'm a good schoolmate. I went to school too. These all men, these all men. Some this is from the generation, and some of them made it through, and some didn't. Different back in the day, and well, there's nothing wrong with that. One second. See if we can do two at once. We did two. We did two. Last night I passed right out, knocked out. I was door barricaded. I don't think she made it in. Somebody was trying to get in. I think the window was wide open. I can't remember going to sleep. I must have gotten with the yogurt again. I wasn't even supposed to be here today. I lived. Wasn't Andy King. Somebody probably snuck in Chris. Didn't use enough of it, maybe. I lived. Well, some got me. I know I should need it, but I hate it anyway. I'm getting used to them drugging me, not killing me. It's a great time. Here for a reason. She didn't mean it. She didn't do it. She didn't mean it. She didn't do it. It's Chris again. And he didn't use me. I was supposed to get the message. That what do they want me to do? Talk about the Hells Angels more? And what? Put the BC ones back off the map? Everybody knows you guys got the big pot money. You siphoned it off from the water table. You didn't pay the government nothing on it. So what'd you do with all the money? Maybe they want some of it back. Maybe they do. Where'd you hide it all? It's just the BC guys. They don't share with nobody that isn't BC born. Where is it all? I know what kind of interrogation that gets him information out of you, but maybe the kind Brett Hayden used to do. And hey, he's good for something, and he always was. And he's brother Brett. And he's beloved in the underworld still. And entertainment sector. And like it's just entertainment. And they're as popular as they ever wanted to be. So what are they worried about? Popularity is what they wanted. They got it. They got in a bushel of it. And well, they fucked with me enough. So I take my efforts online, and I'm a content creator now. And that comes with great responsibility, and people are watching. At the very least, the presidents of the chapters of BC are watching. They caught on to this. They missed it in 2020. None of them caught it. They didn't catch it till last year. And when I stopped playing, uh, you know, dope game is when they attacked, and that was in February. Now it's September. September 10th. No, September 6th. 2024-10-06. I run on the 24-hour clock. It's 1915 minutes. Canadian time, eh? Or sorry, East Coast time. Or we're on the West Coast, sorry. For lifers, they're Hells Angels. They made it. Full-fledged patch members are free men that need to have a burden to bear, a burden to carry for Ralph Barger and his loyals, the 80 plus club. And then there's patch members who are BC patch, and they represent guys that think they're government and they want to overthrow. And all the only ones left there are the guys that grew up with me. They just didn't want strong leadership. Now they're part of their chain of command, not mine. Oh, I got a big snores. You know what they say about air? It's free. Oh, I'm on twice. Look at this. The Americans are represented by the bald eagle. I'm a golden eagle up north. I mean them no harm. They know that. The good Americans. There's all sorts of, you know, organized criminals. They're not good Americans. They're goddamn organized criminals. They know it. They know. They know not to fuck with the federal government of the United States. And I don't happen to be in Canada. And Queen Elizabeth II was my idol. And she was an old bird, an older woman for all my life, because I was born in '89. She passed away in 2022. For 23 years, or she was an older bird. She would have been in her 70s or so. Probably in her 70s when I was born. So she had her eye on me. I know she did. No, I have a big nose from that angle. Air's free. That's what they say about the Jewish. It's a good joke. Can't look at myself. I almost got on my tour. Makes me look nervous. Oh, you could watch the other one. I won't make no money off that either. I got a job to do. And that's, well, whatever. Whatever it is. They can figure it out. See, I'm the hack. From the hackers, I'm the hack. Because I can't hack shit. I just write fiction. People enjoy it. And, no shit. I figured they would. See, I knew how to write when I went blackwallstreet.com. I was doing battle raps on there. I figured I was good at it. And, well, hey, never know. Got that pushes all over the spider with it. Like, be honest, you know? Figure out who you are, boss. Money that money. Man, players, but uh, you guys, so bad. not getting away with it. Different. Yeah, because they do it legitimately. Like it's not like people have their own eyes and ears, and they just know and then see how they could get it right. Iffy, you're not the only one that targets you, Tom. Someone spotted you at the tires. That thing out of you. Who was it? The white man. And when asked, whoops, whoops, yeah, friend too. He baited you. He did. He did. He must have. Yeah. Uh, wow. Yeah, friend. Buddy from Hawaii. Yeah. Shut it up, pal. Yo, you're like, better, better. You get the bread. I go to the ring. Robo says, my friend had a really nice mom. Not my watch. Why not? Maybe maybe she does taking my I'm a bigger bill, right? Well, right here, okay. My left. You're right. You're right. We're up to go. I'm very, you're hurt. Very real. I thought I guess during his birthday because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start complete like this legal up there. Oh, God, 50 guard. There's 80 plus. Stop doing what you're doing and stop trying to kill me off. Uh, just get out. It's fine. Bad. You said a couple of things. I told you, like, counter set up for this is the only strategic endeavor I ever went on with you as far as vocabulary and words. And, well, did you miss your shot at something? Because, uh, too late now. If I got some friends in our place, my brother, you missed the bandwagon, man. You missed the boat. The sailboat in China. And my best friends aren't just confirmed. I got some friends over there too, around Pro Washington, instead of Beijing. Because these days you have what you call, how would you describe it more? Well, we had one recently. We had more of a silent Cold War mentality. He thought he outspied me since the early 90s. And I drew a picture and he had his eyes on me then. I was on a Soviet vessel. He was trying to TikTok me. uh, oh, it was a U-boat. No, it wasn't a U-boat. It was a sub. You can't park the sub. So the sub was placed there. It must have been towed over by that aircraft carrier. Oh, that's the destroyer. My ass. I was too young to remember. I remember stepping on the plate deck. I said, oh, I didn't know what else to say. We were parking back to the ran home. You don't park a public place there. Or you sail it there, or you don't fucking no sail. So what do you use? Nuclear fusion or nuclear reactor? Probably reactor. I don't think it was fusion reactor. Pretty sure they have that. They nuclear powered stuff. Diesel powered aircraft carrier. I don't know they did. Maybe they did. Maybe I'm not clear. Eric out there. It's not about not fishing. Getting drunk to the food. That'd be a fun test, bro. Maybe the Navy SEALs need to do some more of that. Nobody wants to do that, but they do that in the Coast Guard. Jump in safe. That much motivate them because the Navy SEAls do it a bit. Safe. Maybe not. But that's scary as shit. I would jump up. I would jump up. I'm actually meaning to do it there. It's big, full of water. I don't like first except for white rock. For ready how to do it. Ice. For on water. For but biggest for the people. Like not about my therefore sure they help take their raise country that they figures best. Cost them. Well, everything everywhere the highway apparently. Down around that. In fact, into the beast. One last thing I fucking say. One insult me by having you go to a rehab center to drop something off. I don't need fucking rehab. You got to fuck yourself. Fucking motherfuckers. Not talking to any of your friends. No, not at all. I would never say that to me. They're more like family. Street through the grapevine. You know, like over the years, they know my story from me being an ex fucking small bag dope dealer, just my life, and just fucking doing it right and being low key and working my ass off every day I do it. It just starts from February to February every fucking day, 7 days a week. And they try and fucking come through and just take my dope line again. They don't realize how seriously connected I am. I won't say anything. They can figure that out. It's 80 plus club and cameras. And you know, making sure and all that. I mean, they don't want to respect that. They don't. They don't give a fuck about it. They're fucking possessed against me. And, their fucking heads are gonna roll one way or another. There's more than two parties upset about it. And just because they think I can go to rehab, I'm not fucking wait. Okay, I gotta get control, and I don't even do it. It's none of their fucking business. What I do, tell them are fucking messed out of their fucking mind when they were 30 something. And it seemed to work out pretty good for them. So I'm making a push in the other end, the other direction. They gotta let go. They gotta let go because he isn't, he's not having his own little by himself. But it's not gonna happen there. It's not gonna get rid of me and let go have a fucking new life. If you really want to do that, then you gotta leave mom half the money and brain. Period. You go be with your nomad buddies. Go ahead, go be with them. There's Mr. Gregoire from Kelowna is sick and tired of having his son being a yes man. And he's chosen that route, but he's got a head injury. And he don't want to kill me, neither does my dad Geek. So what the fuck do you say to him? You understand? He's trying to throw me under the bus. And he tried twice this summer. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good without you, Geek. If you don't want to come my way, that's fine. Your dad, you have your nomad buddies. But hey, choose your fucking side carefully. Because they're about this fucking they're about the shit's about the stealing for them in this province. And it's got nothing to do with me. It does. I'm a neutral fucking party. And I am. So the smart one from elementary and high school, like real smart, I put it into drug dealing. It won't let me have a part of it. Because they're pushing me inside and you're part of that push to keep me out. Because their buddies, Tony, Andy, and Al, they fucking whacked up the profit on my dope line to themselves, and they fucking think they own me. They don't fucking own me. Where it counts. You guys can just go away with your fucking things. And they can't do a fucking thing about it. They're trying to make my dad into something. If they have a better connection, or they have a connection to their biker buddies. Oh, the biker buddies have their connection to who they have. Who that one person, probably on the inside. And that's for them. That's their connection. That's not your connection. You don't get to make any money off of me without me being involved with the connection. I got new friends. That's not where I get some happiness. At the end of the day, it's good quality for my get it. It's crap for people who don't do it. But it's good quality. I'm still fucking mad at them. It helps me talking about how much they want me to lay off. Well, there's other people pissed off at certain things that are happening up there. Like me getting fucking thrown under the fucking bus. I can rate. And it's what much happened. I was noticed by a lot of people how hard I worked for years. And they just stole off me. Tapped my fucking phone basically like they're fucking they think they are. They think they're fucking. They think they're fucking Gestapo, or they got fucking Valak there. We think he's fucking this and that. What they did to me is highly fucking treasonous. You can't spy on your fucking countryman like that. Valak isn't even part of this country. And other people are here, they're here and they're Canadians. They've been here years. And, it's just Valak's here illegally. Not well. Somebody like Andy is here too. He's here illegally too. He's gonna get deported? Probably not. He's Italian. Valak should be. He doesn't want to go. And while other people are, more better Canadians than them, because Andy loses his fucking picks. What a fucking fix it would have been if I would have gotten into that. But it was something he doesn't even want to be known for. He never even introduced me to his daughter. He never introduced me to his wife even. And they didn't raise the ball down. So I got big friends, big places, and I got new friends, new places, and nobody knows. Nobody knows. Let them figure it out. And I'm just sitting around here working on becoming motivated. Motivating his new friend, and he's got one. And 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 they don't need to know, and they don't need to know, but they would be warned against. They would be warned against how much with me, because it would be through this, and let them figure it out. And, it's a nice thing. It really is, and it could be a new nice thing. And it would be a nice thing. I wouldn't even really have to touch anything. Just get it going. And, it's just I don't trust them whatsoever. I wouldn't trust them with my old coffee cup that I didn't want back. I don't trust them one bit. I don't. Maybe they don't feel like the way about me. It's probably don't mind. And everything off my clothes on it's dirty because he hates me because he thinks I'm cutting him out of his market, but he's supposed to keep me. That's what they called it last year when I got yeah. Who brought that in? Probably Chris. They let him bring that in. And that's their guy. And that's their guy. And I'm not part of their operation whatsoever. So I'm connected and I got big friends. And they can't understand how I'm getting away from it. They just can't. They want to have calls through a call center and have for them dictate fucking numbers. Ridiculous. Because there's other blue open out. It's just them. Not bringing people on the other side after that. And that's how they and it's they're all fucking the one that nobody likes. But I don't know. Some do, some don't. And maybe Uncle Connor was bad. Maybe that's his error. Maybe it is. Maybe that's what they want to show him to. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna be with him either. I'm not other. I don't need a new connection. I can buy around. So I'm connected enough to buy around. And I got why not? They don't want me to. Well, it doesn't matter what they don't want. They don't have love and count. It's not love and count at all. So I'm talking about this on a YouTube because it's kind of live. You know, that looks like God has spent half my life. Don't find it. It's there. But I know it's there. I put it there. And, I got a pretty sweet plan for counterbalance, counter, counterbalance of their power. It's basically series chapter everything. And, well, basically him and one man who I won't mention, he has property investment in Hawaii and he's probably in California. And just happens to be, well, it's not just he's a house. He's one of them. There's plenty of them. That's the reason why I don't like, I can get over the fact of not liking him. I can't. So I don't think this everybody else's issue here because it really boils down to two men thinking they own me or three men. And you guys don't know this. You guys have some of the marketing cameras. I'm not getting my share of the market because people are doing way less with it. And it takes way down overall. And it just is. People are, there was no boats on the river. They were rebelling against the phony fucking phony imaginary thing that they've set up. I've explained it to anyone who wants to listen. That's like, and it's like having a secret meeting here. I'm working on becoming Lord Hated. So this is a real deal. And it's no lie, man. Now the men that, such things, they're secret men, and they don't want their knowledge known. And I have knowledge that I know from me. So that makes me more the underworld kind of historian, But I have my life in time in counter sports. Is my small bike of I've been very violent. I feel like I have interest in it. On the top stuff I've done before. I can tell me they don't fuck with me. So I much contact them. I don't talk about I don't just like to, but I'm way off having to move on. They don't let me get started. They think they're gonna run the coast. I'm doing one of those phones that just resisting. Probably grabbed on. They either had it in the box or probably took it from the box store and this new Korean man. Probably because whenever I buy a new phone, you have to give me a certain one. Because the cameras chapter is so fucking crazy. People in the stores that well, I went and bought a phone off of one of the shops in town, and they had to give me a certain one because there's a certain color. I didn't want purple, and well, obviously I didn't want purple, and they gave me a certain one, and it was factory sealed. And as far as I knew, it was a fucking one of these phony fucking phones. As far as I had, I don't know. It's me in some fucking so they can listen in on all my calls. And I'm just doing small bag dope dealing. So there's nothing to file. Fuck, drugging me. I need it gone. And I do this thing. There is nothing every day. And I have to back off. I get out of that money. It's really quick to nice. But, oh, and it was nice. They even turned the lights up on the sign next to it because they didn't want me walking through the field of park. They killed me fucking quick. How's the PC catch doing it? You're sick of me. Well, I'm not part of your fucking operation, so fuck off. Fuck. You're like fucking possessed on me. That's how fucking I can move weight across. And they got enough. They got enough. You need to be less powerful. And I'm getting away from this fucking now. I was never part of it. Anyways, you guys need to fuck off. You fucking idiots. I'm more connected than you. Period. You guys are bikers in Lower Mainland. It's a big world out there. And there's lots of fucking people out there that are connected. They're not the only fucking ones. I don't want to be a part of the free chapter. You guys have your own fucking yourself. You guys being fucking hit down there. Because you guys are fucking with the wrong one. Sick of you fucking white people. That's all you are to me. Fucking sick of you. I'm a good man through it all. You guys ain't killing me off fucking poison. Fucking motherfucker. Yeah, you didn't want to give me head down. Good for you. Fucking motherfucker. You're how old? But good for you. They didn't get the market all together. Nobody's ever going around the world. No one's gonna get the full fucking the big map is country. I can sit here and talk map, sit here and talk market, fucking street. Like three square hills, we got lots of snow and there's more something. Put the water table in. Just to go up there. You used to and take the water left. There's water, there's plenty of water, but it costs money to pay for it. So there's lots of water up there. It's not just my dad's fucking fix. Okay? My dad is my dad. If he wants to go Iffy's way, he's with Iffy. We're good. And if something happens, you know, got my back in protection. So that means something. I got connections I made over versus this milk trade away from my dad completely. I never told him a fucking thing. Whether he's watching this right now or not, I have no fucking clue. No one's coming to tell me. But you don't have to do it if he says. They're trying to scare me into something. Being a biker, I'm not going to be a fucking biker. I'm a G. I always have been. So ask fucking Donnie there how that went. Donnie. I told mom he said something to me I didn't like. I said something happened. Whatever he told me, but I'm supposed to know. And that's where Donnie gets his motivation while he's dead. I'm like, don't fuck around. But I don't know about Donnie. That's fucking right. And that's with his where they get their revenge plot from. Like, I'm not there any further. And I heard him. I was worried about him. Fuck man, where you at? I don't think I'm bothered actually. Really fucking war again. You know, all my other people you forget it. Hey, I'm not going to be on. I'm not. I was with you guys. You guys even fuck you guys. On your own fucking new fucking fascist fucking move of killing, taking out of the kill and then check will come go back home and then he'll get the move. And it's not gonna happen for you guys. Hey, it's over. Lost. He's not welcome. Fucking book. In case he was scared and fearful. I'm not a guy that needs to be fucking. I'm them. I'm fucking totally counter to their power, which is perfect. I'm fucking standing. I'm not getting the church nothing. Fuck. First part. When I was 21 years, I'm gonna have to get a job. Problem. Are they fucking stupid? They believe that fucking eat it. You guys got heat good. Fucking deserve it. Fuck. Money and you know, just disappear to jail. I wouldn't even. I'd be happy. Or they can, I won't can't wish him dead because well, hey, I can't do that. So, no, I do. I do really. They rip me off my line. Right off the top. Millions of cash. You just off the top. And I got friends that say, oh, nice business. The friends say they just do me safe and sound. I got a nice thing on me. You guys are ruining it. I had it sorted out. Nice thing for woman. She had $700 each. So I didn't even get no. And they could fucking stand that valley. They use their plan and fucking now they force me to be fucking bankrupt because I have no fucking credit left. You fucking filthy fucking Polacks. You're even fucking Polish. Wherever the fuck you come from. Go fuck yourself. See Adam, I'll knock him the fuck out. He can't do a fucking thing about it except cry to dad. Oh, he left the fucking Columbia. Or the patch game. Yeah, fuck you. You got nothing. You think you're connected. You're not connected. Like, not even fucking close. Connected to the Father. And I said, I'm not connected to that. If he doesn't come my way, then fuck him. I don't need his connection. Not at all. Never. He's always been there as dad. I remember once when those guys fixed the fucking RV, I said to him, after they had their little, I got him by the both buddy, I got my little finger right here. They never done it. I say when you done it, and that was part of their fucking little fucking turn in there. Is it? Once that three times fucking play, of course it is. They didn't do a fucking thing to me because I brought them in close. They can damage themselves. And then I was the one that told them cops are on the phone. And I also told him, I said, it's not. It's a nomad. I just give a fuck which one it is. These province, they're fucking stupid. They work together. They don't kill off any bikers. They're just waiting for a magical fucking wand to be raised so I go to jail. They organize. They don't want any. They get fucking slaughtered in jail. That's probably have to leave even acceptable. They're fucking good in jail. They would all go to jail. They period. And they're hated on the inside. That's what they doing to me. Fucking ridiculous. How a lot of no problem. You have to. Fucking killing everything for wildlife. Kill it all off. Gone.